Good morning. All right, are you guys ready for a workout? I feel like it's been forever. So let's see, last week we did an oldie but a goodie. So this week we're going to do some new movements, combined movements, fun movements. But first, let's make sure you have a good pair of sneakers on, that you have a chair close by for balance just in case you need it, and some weights. If you don't have weights, grab 2 bottles of water that weigh the same, or 2 of anything really that weighs the same. It can be 2 cans of beans, it can be anything, or you can do this exercise without, guys, it's snowing outside. I'm looking, it's snowing right now. Anyway, so any 2 things that weigh the same. Or, again, you can do this without any weights because our arms still weigh things, right? Our arms still weigh a certain amount. And if you're using the arm correctly and flexing the muscle, you're going to feel this, all right? So have those things ready before you begin. And remember, all workouts, here, let me come a little closer. All workouts, you should be going at your own pace, right? Listen to your body, know what you are capable of doing. I want you to challenge yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So make sure that you know what you can and can't do. Don't try to keep up with me. Go at a pace that works for you. All right? Okay, let's get started. I have some music in the background, but not too loud. We're going to start with our warm-up. Remember, everything I do, I use a timer. Start kicking that butt. You're bringing those feet up towards the back. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. Keep going. I'm just going to put some chapstick on. Keep my lips moist while I'm chatting with you. Keep kicking. Good. Now bring those knees up. Just kind of marching in place, using the hip muscle, bringing the legs up. You also use your core muscle anytime that you bring your knees above your waist. Way down and boogie. Yep, it is definitely snowing out. You guys will see this video tomorrow, so you'll have already seen the snow. All right, from here, I want you to lift your knee, bring it out to the outside, and bring it down. Other side. Lift, rotate, down. This is really opening up the range of motion on your hip. And this, you can use your chair, so you can hold on to it. If you feel unsturdy, rotate and down. Up, rotate, down. Up, rotate, down. So I've been getting outside, staying active. Go ahead and do some arm circles. We bought some kayaks, so we got out on the water Sunday. That was fun. We were out there for 4 hours. I got a little bit of a sunburn on my face. So we did kayaking. I put 40 miles on my mountain bike the weekend before that. And I'm trying to walk at least 1 mile a day, depending on the weather. But I've been getting between 3 and 7, depending on where I go. And good. Now reach up and over. Stretch. Reach. Minimizing going to the store. We probably go once every week and a half or so. Feels good. Yesterday I did some yoga. Go ahead and kick that butt again. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago I did some yoga because we had gone kayaking, so my upper body was super tight, and I had done a workout on Friday that really took a beating on the legs, so it felt good to do the yoga and just kind of stretch everything out, slow it down. How are we doing? Are we feeling like we're getting warm? Good. Bring those knees up again. So, pretty exciting news. My son and his girlfriend put an offer in on a condo. It was accepted. So they should be moving in May, towards the end. I think Memorial Day weekend. And then, go ahead and open up. Lift, rotate, down. Switch sides. Lift, rotate, down. So also, John and I have decided that we are going to buy as well. So we have actually purchased a mobile home in Farmington, and we'll be moving the same weekend as our son and his girlfriend. Good. Arm circles, a little wider, bigger circles this time. So we're pretty excited. The mobile home needs some TLC, so we're going to get in there before we move and do some painting and cleaning up. I can feel my body warming up already. Good. Reach up and over. Stretch those sides. Don't do it too quickly. Really enjoy the stretch. Reach. My whole family, my daughter and her boyfriend, and my son and his girlfriend, my husband, none of them have been affected employee-wise. They are all still working every day. It feels so good. Stretching. Good. Take a deep breath. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath. And exhale. Good. All right. We're going to move right into some balance. We all know. Oops. Close that. Let's see. Balance is super important. It's one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it, no matter what age you are. So we want to make sure that we stay balanced. It helps us overall stay independent and stay healthy and be able to take care of ourselves. So make sure you have your chair beside you, near you. Try not to lean on the chair though, because we only want the chair as support. So you want to use it if you need it. You know, have it there as your whoa. But I don't want you to just stand there and do this, because that's not going to improve your balance at all. That's just you strengthening your leg. All right, so with or without the chair, depending on where you are, we're going to stand on our right leg, and your left leg is going to come forward and down. Forward and down. So stand with the chair beside you if you need it. On your right side, so you can hold it. We do 30 seconds. Here we go. You're going to stand on your right, kick with your left. Lift and down. Lift and down. Make sure the leg you're standing on, you have that slight bend to the knee. You don't want to lock your knee out. That does not do any good for your joints. You should feel this more in your quads, maybe even in your hamstrings and glutes, front and back of your legs. Lift and lower. Go at your pace. It does not have to be this fast. It does not have to be this high. You can keep it low. Keep it low. Good. Shake that out. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Now you're going to stand on your left. We're going to do the same thing for your right leg. Ready? Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Make sure your knee is soft, the one you're standing on. Keep that core nice and tight. Switch back over to your right leg. This time you're going to kick across the front. Kick across like you're moving something out of the way. Keep the knee soft. Kick across, tap down, kick, tap, kick, tap. Make sure that knee is soft. Don't lock it out. Dance it out. Good, shake that out. Standing on your left leg, we're going to kick the right leg across. Ready? Here we go. Kick, tap, kick, tap, kick, tap. This is helping us strengthen not only our balance, but it also is working your hip. Range of motion in the hip, right? So you may only get here, but eventually you might get a little bit further. Good. Back to your right leg. Standing on your right leg, you're going to come forward and tap. Come forward and tap. So I'll do it this way so you can see. Forward and tap. You don't have to go super low. You could go here and come back up. If you're more advanced, you might be able to go all the way down and come up. Good. Switch legs. Now you're standing on your left leg. Your right leg's going to tip back. 2, 1, here we go. You can do anything you want with your hands. You can hold the chair if you need to. Keep your head lined with your spine so you don't end up pinching anything in the neck. Good. Back over to your right leg. You're going to bring your left leg up. And you're just going to hold. So it can be low, close to the ground. You can even do this like where you're on your toes. Go ahead and do that. Lift. Again, you can lift high, low, or off to the side so you're still putting all that weight on one leg. And dance, freak out. Freak out. If you need to tap down, that's okay. Tap down, bring it back up. Almost there. 2, 1, release. All right, last one, last balance. Standing on your left leg, you're bringing your right leg up in 2, 1, and lift. So they say there's different tricks for balance. You can hold on to the ear. That's supposed to help. It's the opposite ear of the leg that's off the ground. Make sure your knee is soft. Don't lock it out. Good. Shake it out. Go ahead and get a drink of water. I'm going to get a drink of water as well. My shirt today says, "The best things in life make you sweaty." All right. Get a drink of water. Now, we're going to move into a combo move. Let me get the right timer for us. Okay. So what we're going to do, so what we're going to do is we're starting with bicep curls. So grab your weights, 2 of anything that weighs the same. I'm going with 7.5 pounds today. we're going to do bicep curl. Bicep curl, your feet are hip width apart, your knees are soft, your shoulders are back, elbows are on the inside. A bicep curl, your palms are facing out. You're going to exhale as you lift up to the shoulders, and then exhale as you lower back down. Try to do full range of motion. Thigh to shoulder, and then down, okay? We're going to do it for 60 seconds. That's 1 full minute. But then we're going to stay with these, and we're going to do what's called the pulse. So bicep pulse, and then we're going to relax. We have a transition, and then we're going to go into the hold, where we're going to just hold. So we have 3 exercises that are focusing strictly on the biceps. We lose time with each exercise as we go. So we start with a minute, then we do 45 seconds, then we do 30 seconds. Ready? Bicep curl. Here we go. Exhale up. Inhale down. Make sure your shoulders are back. Exhale up. Inhale down. Keep going and nice and slow. Please, it's really important. Again, you don't have to be using any weights with this. Just make sure you're squeezing those elbows to your sides. And you're not doing this. Please don't be like, if you're having to huck the weights up, they're too heavy. So go ahead and drop them down and use no weights or a lighter weight. Nice and slow. The slower you go, the more you have to recognize that you're using the muscle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And rest. All right, we're going to go into that pulse. I'm going to actually come a little bit closer because you really don't need to see my legs for this. The pulse is you come to that 90 degrees in the elbow, like so, and you're just going to pulse. So make sure you're standing nice and tall, shoulders are back. Pulse. Here we go. 2, 1, pulse. Just a little bounce, like you're bouncing a little baby in your hands. You should feel it pretty quickly. Minute of bicep curls, and then 45 seconds of pulsing. Again, you can do this with no weights. You're just elbows nice and tight in. You're almost like squeezing your biceps, and you're pulsing. Keep going. Woo, I feel it. Feel it, feel it. Oh yeah, it's a good burn. 2, 1, release. Woo. All right, next one is our hold. We're gonna go back to that 90 degrees in the elbow, but we're just going to hold. Let me do that. Ready? Deep breath, shoulders back. And bring it to 90. So here we are at 90 in the elbows. Stand nice and tall. Hold. So everybody talks about the teacher arm, right? I'm not trying to pick on teachers, but that's what they call it. That skin, the extra flap of skin under the arm. And everybody thinks you have to work. Hold on. And release. Good. Go ahead and put the weights down. Always bending at the knees when you put your weights down. Okay. So people talk about this part, right? The flap under the arm. And how do I get rid of it? The best way to get rid of it is to actually build your bicep muscles. Because as you build your bicep muscles, right, it pulls the skin up. So we want to work triceps, which is a small muscle. But if you work the bicep, which is the bigger muscle, it pulls the skin up. Skin. Less skin to pull because my bicep. All right. Enough lessons about how to get rid of that. But yes, you want to build the biceps. Those are what's important. Our next move is our squat. So we're going to go into... So here's the thing. It's the same thing as the biceps. We have 1 full minute of just regular squats. Then we have 45 seconds of squat pulse. And then we have 30 seconds of squat hold. Okay? Let's start with regular squats. Make sure, let's see if I can get this started. Here we go. A squat. You come down like you're looking for the chair. Your chest stays up, your head stays up. Knees are behind the toes. As you come up, you squeeze your hamstrings and your glutes. And then back down. And back up. Squeeze. Down. Up. Squeeze at the top. Don't just come up because that's not igniting those glute muscles. So come down, making sure the knees are behind the toes. Squeeze at the top. Down. Squeeze. Pretend you're looking for that chair. Make sure you're not coming forward. You have to go back. Even if you come to here and stand, going deep's not important. Making sure the proper form is what is important. Squeezing at the top. Low. Squeeze. 2, 1, rest. Good, we have a transition. Then we're gonna go into that squat pulse. Squat pulse is you come down into wherever your low, comfortable squat is, and you're just gonna pulse up and down. Ready? Wait for the timer. 3, 2, come down and pulse. Just pulse away. Your chest and head is still up. Your knees are still behind your toes. You should be feeling this burning right here. Those are your quad muscles. Weight is in the heel. Pulsing up and down, just a little pulse. If you need to come out of it, shake the legs, come back down. You do you, right? You gotta do what's best for you. I want it to challenge those muscles. I don't want it to hurt anything though. Squatting up, down, good, release. All right. Those quads should be on fire. Our next move is the squat hold. So you're gonna come down to that low spot. You're just gonna hold. 30 seconds. You can do this. Ready? Come down. Pay attention to your form while you're here. Your head should be lined with your spine. Your weight can be evenly distributed in your feet, but probably most of it will be in the weight, in the heel of your foot. Your knees are behind your toes. Tuck the pelvic bone under a little bit so you feel that core tighten. Legs should be shaking. Go as low as you feel comfortable. 2, 1, bring it up, shake it out. Whew, beautiful. How'd that feel? Are the legs burning? All right, get a sip of water. All right, next move. Sticking with the same thing, 60, 45, 30. We're doing overhead press. Let me show you. Grab your weights, always bending at the knees to pick up your weights. I don't want to see this. You bend at your knees to pick up your weights and you stand. Okay, overhead press. You're gonna bring them up like so. 90 degrees in the elbows. If you have a mirror, please use the mirror. This is super important. I don't want you down here. That's putting a lot of strain on your neck. So you have to be here, staying here. You're gonna come up over your head and then back down to that same spot. When you go up, I don't want you coming down here. It's too much strain. You gotta keep it right here, which means that you're going to have resistance on your shoulders the whole time. So if it starts to feel like it's too much, bring the weights down, shake it out. It's a full minute. Shake it out, take a deep breath, and then start back again, okay? Here we go, 1 full minute. Starting here we go. Exhale up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Knees are still soft, don't lock them out. This is working those shoulders. Remember, I have 7.5 here, and I'm feeling this, so you don't need a heavy weight for this at all. Almost there. Yeah, it feels good. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Put your weights down for a second. Shake it out, roll those shoulders. Pull forward, stretch. Oh, yeah. Back. Okay, next we're going to pulse. So we're going to come into that 90 degrees with the weights in our hand. We're just going to pulse like we're trying to raise the roof. Here we go. Lift those weights. Pulse. Raise the roof. Boom. Oh, yeah. Whew. Feeling that. Shoulders. Remember, if you need to, bring it down, shake it out, bring it back up, pulse. Less than 10 seconds. Feel that? Burn, 2, 1, rest. Good. Put the weights down, shake it out, roll the shoulders, squeeze it forward, pull it back. Last one will be the hold. 30 seconds, coming to the 90 degree and hold. Lift your weights. Don't put them up there yet. Here we go. 2, 1, hold. No movement in the arms. Ooh. Static move is what this is. 7.5 pounds is all I have, and I feel this. You don't need much weight. 1, and rest. Bend those knees, put those weights down, shake it out. Woohoo, dang. That feels good. All right, sip of water. Staying hydrated. Are you guys making sure to take care of yourselves during this time? It's crazy out there, right? Some of the tips that they're saying, though, and these are tips I think everybody should be living by anyway, are make sure you're drinking your water, plenty of water. 2, 3 bottles a day is not enough. We need to be getting in 6, 8 bottles of water if you can. I know it makes us go to the bathroom more, but you know what? That just means you're doing more steps. Moving the body more. So water, sleep is super important. If you're having a hard time sleeping, find ways to help relieve that, like shut the TV off a little bit earlier, read, take a hot bath, use lavender. Like there's different things that can help you kind of unwind before going to bed at night. Nutrition is super important as well. Make sure you're getting your nutrition in, vegetables, fruit, trying to stay away from fast foods, processed foods, high sugar foods. I know I've delved into them a little much. I feel like instead of your freshman 15, I'm gaining my COVID 15. It's not that bad yet, but I do feel like I'm definitely consuming more sugar. But I am drinking my shake that has all my nutrition in it. I'm drinking my water. I'm moving my body. So just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because at the end of the day, we are responsible for our own health, right? All right, enough preaching. Let's get back to exercising. Next, we are going to do a right lateral lunge. So starting with your feet together, you're going to step out with your right leg, and you're going to, I want to make sure you can see this. Step out, and then your tailbone goes back, okay? So the best way for me to do this for you is step, tailbone goes back, okay? And then you're going to bring it in. You're going to be stepping out with your right leg. Step, tailbone goes back, okay? Feet need to stay flat on the floor. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. Go slow if you need to. Step out, talk yourself through the form, like you're looking for the chair back there. Come back in, step in, okay? Let me see if I can just adjust this a little bit so that you can see more of my legs when I do that. All right, it's the same thing, 60, 45, 30. Starting with our right side, here we go. Step, lean back, come up, come together. Step, look for the chair, up, step in. Feet are flat. One leg is straight, right? Straighten that leg, step back in. Bend, step in. Whoa, almost lost my balance on that one. Again, that's why we shouldn't move too fast. Up, in, out, bend, stand, in, out, chair, look for the chair back there, stand straight, bring it back in. Rest. Perfect. So now we're going to go into that 45. You're going to step that right leg out, go into that form with the bent knee, knee behind the toe, and you're just going to pulse. Okay? All right. Step out, bend the knee. Here we go. Little pulse. Like you did with the squat, but you have one leg straight here, one leg bent, looking for the chair back there, right? So you're pulsing back. 45 seconds. This is going to burn that quad muscle. Oh yeah, it's a burn for sure. If this is hurting your knee, don't do it. Okay, stand up, shake it out. Come a little bit, just a little bend, a little pulse. Don't go deep if it bothers your knee. If it hurts your knee, please don't do that, okay? Rest. All right, last one for this side is the hold. So you'll come down to whatever low spot is comfortable for you, making sure your knee is behind your toe. See if I can do it this way so you can see. Tailbone has to go back. You're going to just come down into that position and hold, okay? 2, 1, bring it down, hold. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. Your butt's looking for that chair back there. You're just holding. If you need to, use your chair. Still going to burn the quad. Just keeping you balanced if you need to, right? This is 30 seconds in this whole position, and you really should be feeling this. If you're not, get a little bit lower. 1, and lift. Whew. Beautiful. Shake it out. We're going to do the other side. Oh boy. So now we're going to go over to the left side, up and down. Okay? 1 full minute. Shake that leg out, rub it if you need to. All right, here we go. Left side. Ooh. Move this chair back a little bit. Step, look for the chair, come back up. Step, look for the chair, stand, pull it in. Out, down, up, step in. This is using the inside of those legs and the quad. Sun's out, it stopped snowing. And rest. All right, next is that pulse on that side. Almost ready. This is our last exercise for this. Go ahead and bring it down and pulse. We're going to do a little bit of cardio after this one, and then we're going to do some stretching. So you're almost there. So when you're doing this, your heels should be lined up with each other. So when you look down, your heels should be on the same plane, on the same line. Pulsing up and down, making sure your core is nice and tight. Your neck is lined with your spine, so you should be looking down at the floor, probably about 3 feet in front of you. Keep pulsing. Two, one, and bring it up. Oh boy. Step it in, shake it out. Last move we have is the hold. Step it out. Get into the low position that works for you. Tailbone back and hold. Dancing Queen. Oh yeah. Feel that burn? Holy smokes. Shift the weight, put it in your heel. Feel that. Hamstring and glute, fire. Woo. And bring it up, shake that out. Oh boy. Beautiful. A drink of water. Now we've done that, we want to make sure that we are doing, I'm going to actually pick up my weights and move them out of the way. Great. So those are out of the way. We're going to do our cardio. First move, it's just going to be the jog in place. I just want us to get our body shake it out, right? And then we're going to do our side-by-side jacks. 20 seconds each with a 10-second transition. We'll do 4 rounds of each one. Are you ready? Now, let's start with a deep breath first. And then exhale. Woo, beautiful. All right, 20 seconds of jogging in place. Here we go. Today's Earth Day, so you're watching this tomorrow. So yesterday was Earth Day. Hopefully you got outside. It's only supposed to be about a high of mid-40s today, but you know what? It's New England. If you dress for it, you know you'll be fine. I think, go ahead and rest. I think my husband and I, when he gets out of work, we're going to grab a garbage bag, some gloves. We're going to go pick up some trash along the road here that we live on. All right, side-by-side jacks. Step out. So those of you that are advanced, you can do regular jacks. All the way up. Or side by side. If your shoulders are already tired from the workout we've done, you can just do the legs. Step out, step in, right? Good, rest. That was round 1. We have 3 more to go. Ready for jog. So jog. If that feels like it's too much, just march in place. You don't have to jog. March, walk, whatever's getting your body moving. I got right to it this morning. It's 7:35. Go ahead and rest. I haven't even had my second cup of coffee. All right, side-by-side jacks. Here we go. Step out, in, out, in, out, in. Do-do, do-do, boom, ba-doom. So my husband said that I should do, I can't remember, romper room? Was it romper room that did that? Like, he looked into the mirror and he's like, oh, I can go ahead and rest. I can see you, Anne, and Marilyn, and Lynn, and Mike, Bill, and Karen. All right, let's jog. And Arlene, who showed up a little bit late. And Chris, and Wendy. I see you. Good, rest. Side to side jacks. And you think I'm sexy. Rest. All right, going into our last round of jog. Jog, march, walk, whatever is moving your body. Just don't stand there. Here we go. Jog, jog. Oh, maybe Laura as well. Do I see Laura doing this? Rest. Last side to side jacks. Last 20 seconds and then we're stretching it. Give it all you got. Side by side. And you think I'm sexy. Beautiful. Good. Walk it out. Get a drink. Take a deep breath. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Sip the water. How are you feeling? Do you feel good? Accomplished? Empowered? Motivated? I hope so. I enjoy doing these workouts. I really enjoy being able to actually see you guys face to face. Obviously, not an option right now, so we are going to make the best of it, and we're going to keep moving our bodies together. I am doing one video a week right now, so next week we'll see what kind of fun torture I bring to you. Let's stretch it out. Start with a nice deep breath. Exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring your arm across, grabbing the forearm. Pull the shoulder away from the ear. You should be feeling this, stretching your shoulder. We did a lot of shoulder this morning with that overhead press. Good. Release that one. And go to the other side. Pull. Did you guys see the video of the Sally song that I shared? It was a squat challenge, 3.5 minutes. Some of you have done this with me before. It's quite the challenge. It should be listed on the channel, so if you didn't get a chance to do it and you want to, go ahead and find it. And if you don't, go ahead and reach out to me. You can email me at HeidiJKeenan@gmail.com. Go ahead and shake that out. Hands behind your back, clasp your hands together. Stretch the chest open. This is stretching not only the chest, but also your bicep muscles. We use those with those bicep curls. Next week, we'll make sure that we focus on that core as well. Good, shake that out. Go ahead and grab your chair if you need the chair. You're going to step back with one leg. So I'm going to do it this way so that you can see. You're going to step back. You're going to bend the front leg. And you're going to keep that back leg straight. So a couple options here. I'm going to step back a little bit more. You can actually come down on the floor. If you feel comfortable enough to come down to the floor, come down to the floor. Toes are flat. You're going to push the hip forward. So knee is still over the ankle. That's super important. And you're pushing the hip towards the floor. You want to stretch that hip flexor. Or if you're not down on the floor and you don't feel comfortable going down there, staying up here, you're doing the same thing. It's a straight leg, you're pushing. You can use your chair to hold on to if you need to. Good. Step up. Now bend that back leg. Keep the front leg straight. Lift the toes and reach down. How far down can you reach? Can you reach your toes? Make sure that you're not rounding. See, my back is nice and straight. I'm not doing this to try and reach. I want to keep, like I'm trying to bring my stomach to my thigh instead of my chest. This is stretching all the way down the back of that leg. Grab the toe if you need to. Want to. Go ahead and drop the toe, roll up. Let's switch sides. Other foot goes forward, step back, straight leg, or bring it down to the floor. Push the hip into the floor. Pushing like you're trying to push this down to the floor. That's opening up that hip flexor. See, we sit all day long, so the muscle that's in here, in that hip flexor, go ahead and step in, bend the back leg, front leg, the toes come up, bringing belly to thigh, reach for the toes. So we sit all day long. So it's like this would be our hip flexor. We're sitting like this all day. We shorten that muscle. Nice deep breath. Drop the toe, roll down, and roll up. Shake it out. We're going to do one more stretch, but I want to show you. So this is your hip flexor. That muscle gets tight right there. So what happens is when you're doing other things, like you start walking, it hurts a little bit. What happens also is that it's attached to all of this. So you may end up getting low back pain because this muscle's so tight that when you stand, it feels like it's pulling, or when you're laying in bed, it feels like it's pulling everything. So you may end up with low back pain. So you want to make sure that you're really stretch those hip flexors out, right? All right, last and final stretch. The one is my favorite. Feet nice and far apart, like so. Nice deep breath. Exhale as you come to a flat back, right here. Like you are a table, someone can put a glass of water on you. Your legs are straight at this time, but the knees are still soft. You don't want to lock them out, but you don't want to bend them either. You want them straight enough so that you're feeling the stretch in the hamstring in the back. So hands can be out, hands can be on your hips. You should be able to feel this stretch, kind of rock back and forth, toes to heel. If you are advanced and feel comfortable enough, you can try to bring your fingertips to the floor, drop your head, deep breath. This is stretching those hamstrings, but more importantly, it's relieving some of the stress that's on your spine. You're inverted, so you're relieving that compression of your spine. Now I want you to bend your knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Super, super slow. Don't come up too fast because you're going to get lightheaded, and I don't want you to get lightheaded and fall over. Beautiful. Once you're all the way up, nice deep breath. Exhale. One more grateful deep breath because, God, we have breath in us. And then exhale all the negativity out. I'm so thankful that you joined me today. I do hope that you like the workout. If there is something that you would like for me to add, I absolutely take suggestions. I'm doing this for you to help you get stronger and stay independent. So again, email me at HeidiJKeenan@gmail.com. Okay? I'll talk to you guys later. You have an awesome day. Love you. God bless.